अच्छा ये लिंकटा पुणी हम पठेबा नहीं लिंक
से स्ट्रीम स्टार्ट ही करना पड़छ
स्ट्रीम डे स्टार्ट एटा देखिलो हल्ला बदे ना
एटा हला
बेला ना
सला पर ए जो कॉपी जो एटा कॉपी करियो
एटा तो कॉपी करथली
कॉपी करसला
हेला हां सेटा हेला
पड़ी जेटा ये
हां मु से स्क्रीन गड एटा सिलेक्ट करो
सिलेक्ट स्ट्रीम नो कौन से
हां एटा काहे नो करंट देखो हां एटा बस खाली कैमरा
करो से YouTube वीडियो में लिंक पका दो से एक कनेक्ट तो हो जोड़ा ना एडा पुनी सेटअप पुनी करे चोरी कोन और सेटअप करे ना और किछ तो कैमरा कनेक्ट ले तो कैमरा हो जाଉଛି देखा हुआ छोड़ दे एडा बंद कर दे स्ट्रीम टा से स्ट्रीम चलता हो भाई सुन स्ट्रीम चलता हो रोता ये एडा ये कर दो
पॉज करियो नहीं
पॉज करी हां पॉज तो करियो एडा चेंज करता है एडा टाइटल कौन रहेगा ये बाड़ीटा कोठी हला एटा से लंबा नॉर्मल बड़ो बाड़ी थे स्ट्रेट बाड़ी कोठी हां एटा से ओडिया रे कथा होछ PH.D हां बापा PH.D रे के OUTR लिख दो एजुकेशन
हमने तो पिक्चर को दे दी
पिक्चर तो पे आनी हो बनेगा भाई ये पिक्चर बहुत चेंज करता है
हमने लेडा का दे दियो
इधर
स्क्रीनशॉट मार दियो से पीडीएफ का
से इधर व्हाट्सएप का तो लॉगिन है
अच्छा टमाटर लॉगिन कर
ऐसे गौरव व्हाट्सएप लॉगिन है तेरे ये व्हाट्सएप लॉगिन है ये माइक चल सी हां चल
अरे नहीं
आओ
वेट रिव्यू बैठे व्हाट्सएप कर
ना किछ बारी हो
तो लॉगिन कर
তাহলে মুভি দেখিতে মোর কোন বাড়ি না কিছু বাড়ি চল थंबनेल दरकार जरूरी
नाले एमके কিছু আছে বলি না
अरे भाई एड़ा छाड़ भाई कौन करिया
नंबर पे पहले और सब्सक्राइबर तो अच्छा ली होता है आप और डाउनलोड ना डाउनलोड
डाउनलोड चलो
सेव कवर लैपटॉप कवर है
हाँ
लैपटॉप कवर
भाई ये सेट कैमरा कैमरा सेटअप कर दो
एटा को ओटी के साइड नहीं जो टेक्स्ट को
ये टेक्स्ट है
हां हां
हमें ये कहीं कर देगा कि
से लोगोटा केम दिया आसला
से लोगोटा सीधे
ओ हां सेटा को साइड नहीं जो
एटा तळगु ठीक करतो एटा ठीक तळगु होता ब्रॉडकास्टिंग बटन तळगु होता ब्रॉडकास्टिंग बटन आहे आणि तळगु होता एटा ठीक के तळगु हां दैट्स इट ये बेसी तळगु हां ठीक है थाव ये तळगु की साइड पे
देखिए एटा के तरह नाले मु गोटे काम करछ
हाँ एटा मची रख देना वाले एटा ये रिफ्रेश हो जी
हां
लाइव जो लाइव चलो ठीक है
ये तू तोर लाइव रे काढी के देखुनु
ये स्ट्रीमिंग का येटा लाइव में किसी रखो नहीं फोटो कर
ओईटर लाइव देखे तो लाइव रे देख
हां रे केवड़े प्लेसमेंट विश्व पाल करो विश्व पाल तब मैं ये फोटो कर दी लाइव आछी से लाइव लिंक टा मते शेयर कर दियो
लाइव लिंक टा पठे देलो
शेयर करो पठे नंबर मार देना नंबर मत व्हाट्सएप पे ठीक के तो नंबर हां 8984 729 680 एडे आप ठीक साइड बताओ
लाइव हाँ है बस
ये कैमरा
कैमरा
ये अब
रेडी कर दिया
पावर बैंक नहीं
लिंक फॉरम में शेयर कर दे अपन को क्लिक कर ये कलर कौन सा
कौन
ये कलर कौन सा
भूली
से 50 दी बोलो मतलब देख एक्स्ट्रा ड्रैगन का नहीं है अब देर पे नहीं है दिखा सर जाएंगे 3
कैप्चर नहीं होने Sufficient. सीधे जीपे ये तो जीपे दी चल जीपे ना सीधे जीपे ये तो जीपे दी चल जीपे ना हाँ ये भाई ये
निकले तो से निकले तो से
टेक्सटाइल सेमिनेट काट दियो है और ब्रॉडकास्टिंग पार्टनर को रखी दो ऊपर का सेमिनेट काट दियो
टेक्सटाइल सेमिनार कटी होई
काट दियो टेक्सटाइल सेमिनेट काट दियो और ब्रॉडकास्टिंग पार्टनर ऊपर वाले इंस्ट्रूमेंट तो अच्छी ये भाई कितना हां ये
छोटा होगा कि बेसी बड़ा है लगे
अबे ठीक
ये छोटा होगा कि बेसी बड़ा है लेते की लिख के रह जाओ लेते की लिख के रह जाओ हां एडा लेते की आसूची कौन
एस्टिमेट कॉस्ट है कि भाई एस्टिमेट
असड़ा मु एडा आसूची कौन
एस्टिमेट कॉस्ट है कि भाई
असड़ा मु एडा भी आसूची केबे ठीक है एडा भी आसूची केबे ब्रॉडकास्टिंग पार्टनर को एपड़ को आने पड़े
अवेयरनेस
ब्रॉडकास्टिंग पार्टनर को एपड़ को आने
ଆଉ ଟିକେ କୋଉଠି ଏଜେସ୍ ରେ କ'ଣ
ନା ଠିକ୍ ଅଛି ଠିକ୍ ଅଛି
ଆଉ ଟିକେ କୋଉଠି
ଏଜେସ୍ ହଁ ଏଜେସ୍ ଠିକ୍ ନା ଠିକ୍ ଅଛି ଠିକ୍ ଅଛି एजेस हाँ एजेस हेलो अपना डेस्कटॉप ऑडियोटा काट दियो ना डेस्कटॉप ऑडियोटा मिनिमाइज कर दियो इनपुट ऑडियो ऑक्स केबल ऑडियोटा काट
एटा ऑडियो इनपुट कैप्चर ऑन अछि
डेस्कटॉप ऑडियोटा
सेटा मिलबो ऑडियो इनपुट कैप्चर ऑन अछि ते ये होचे डिले होचे
ड्यूरेशन
ये होचे डिले होचे
डिले हो जी ये डिले ड्यूरेशन डिले हो जी हेलो 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 ठीक है
ହେଲା ଏବେ ହେଇଥିବ ହଁ ଯେ ଏବେ କ'ଣ ହେଉଛି ଅସୁବିଧା
ଏବେ ଡିଲେ ରହୁଛି ଏଟା ଡିଲେ କିଛି ସେକେଣ୍ଡ ପାଇଁ ରହୁଛି
ଏଇଟା ଇଣ୍ଟରନେଟ୍ ଇସ୍ୟୁ ଏତେ ଡିଲେ କାହିଁକି ହେଉଛି
ଏଟା ଇଣ୍ଟରନେଟ୍
ये भाई
हाँ
ଛୋଟ କେତେ ଅଛି
ଡିଲେ ହଉଛି ଟିକେ ହଉଛି ठीक है सौरभ भाई ठीक है ठीक
सोला बड़ा इंटरनेट इश्यू है नेट इश्यू
ଭଲ ତ କ'ଣ ରେକର୍ଡ କରୁଛୁ ମାନେ କ୍ୟାମେରା ରେକର୍ଡ କରୁଛୁ ଲାଇଭ୍ ଷ୍ଟ୍ରିମ୍ କରିବୁନି
हाँ बा
এটা କ'ଣ ଦେଖିବୁ ତାଙ୍କୁ କ'ଣ ଏଇଟା ସେ ଏଇଟା ତ ଶଳା ଯେ ଏଲ୍ଏନ୍ଡିର ଯେଉଁ ଏ ପ୍ରେସିଡେଣ୍ଟର
हेलो हेलो हेलो
एटा इंटरनेट इश्यू में हो तो
हेलो
ऑडियो जाऊँ देखिलु शुणिलु
हेलो 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 एडी ऑडियो जाउछ ये होची
कौन
डिले होची ड्यूरेशन किछि चीज सब किछि
3 सेकंड है और देख लो अरे भाई
क्यों लगे हाँ क्यों क्यों वाला
এটা তো
सर से टिके डिले रोज
डिले ଚାଲୁ ନା ସ୍ଲୋ ମାନେ ମଝିରେ ମଝିରେ କାଟି ଯାଉଛି
से मजे मजे से चालू डिले रोज टिके टिके
इंटरनेट इश्यू
नहीं यस सर से मजे मजे से चालू
ଏଇଟା କ'ଣ ପାଇଁ ଆମର ପସନ୍ଦ ପାଇଁ
सर मे बी इंटरनेट कनेक्शन
इंटरनेट स्लो हो
इंटरनेट स्लो
ଲ୍ୟାଣ୍ଡରେ କନେକ୍ଟ କରିଛ
से लैन कनेक्ट करछे तो सर टिके स्लो रोज से माइक फाइक सब ठीक अछि से माइक सब ठीक अछि आ माइक सब ठीक से क्लिप नहीं सर एटा तो बट आर और की फिर आ क्लिप ये सब होता है कि देखिए हमें क्या जस्ट फॉर्मेलिटी में मेंटेन कुछ कुछ देखिए हैं ये कौन है
पटेला
बढ़िया लगी
क्लिप काबर अछि
से क्लिप नहीं सर
क्लिप गोटे
ते कौन सा हाँ ठीक तो सीधे सो करिए सीधे
A very cheerful good afternoon to everyone present over here. Today, we all are here to witness a very valuable and grateful seminar. Today, we have between us a very humble, inspiring and amazing personality, Professor Dr. Rajesh Kumar Mishra sir. He is not just a distinguished guest for us, but a shining example of value and excellence. Sir is one of the alumni of the Department of Textile Engineering OUTR, formerly known as College of Engineering and Technology. He is a BTech graduate from IIT Odisha and PH.D. from IIT Delhi and is currently working as EU Professor of Material and Mechanical Engineering as the Technical Faculty, Czech University of Life Sciences, Prague, Czech Republic. His research areas include nanomaterials and nanotextiles, textile structural composites, green composites, nanocomposites, biochemical engineering of fibrous structures, thermomechanical characterization of materials, etc. He has about 250 publications in international journals and about 300 presentations at international conferences. Till date, he has successfully guided 7 PhD candidates, leading to award of title in Europe, and a few more are continuing. In addition, he has guided 35 masters and 48 bachelor's theses till date. He has also developed educational and research cooperation with many organizations around the globe. He is a great example for all of us. Now, I request our HOD Professor Dr. Khandwal sir, Professor Dr. Bibu sir and Professor Dr. Ashwin sir to welcome our guest with giving the bouquet. Now, I request our HOD sir to speak a few lines for our honorable guest. Sir, please. Now, I request our HOD sir to speak a few lines for our honorable guest.
Respected sirs and my dear friends, students. So today we have an opportunity to welcome Dr. Rajesh Mishra, Professor, and he is into material science, life science department. You see. So this is one of the most diversified field you can work on, and he is quite inspiring. And about himself, even in our batch, we all know Sir has tremendous patience, and he never complains. He never, like, once something is assigned, he will be staying there till it is like completed. Very sincere and dedicated person. He worked in IIT. And you see, he moved more than 50 countries, I think, and lots of student interactions, also interaction with whole textile engineering scientist community. So he has a vast experience moving around the best places, best educational places in textiles. So it will be reflected in his presentation also, and you will be getting motivated definitely. And see, he must be inspiring you to have higher studies and research and the scopes of textiles in very much like different horizons you can think of where the textile can go. So I am again welcoming him, and I request Bibu sir and Ashwini sir also to tell more about himself, and let us welcome him and we'll wait for his lectures. Second thing is, he is very kind and like he is our 1 year senior. And he is so much focused. Only he knows. Only he is better at his studies. Nothing about the things and nothing. Yesterday, when I received sir from the airport, I know sir was not using phone. I think up to joining outside also. He don't have phone. You see, he don't have a mobile. Maybe recently he has mobiles, and I know that he might not have mobile connection while getting it down in the Bhubaneswar airport. Same thing happened, and again he forgot also where he stayed. So we called his father to guide us where to go. So very much focused and dedicated, and he is good at studies always. That is like focus. So he will be sharing his thoughts, and he will also, I'll request also you please discuss about your facilities there. And once in year 2018-19, our students, 6 of our students also moved to the Czech University where he was working. And their university actually very much long history they have. They developed the spinning systems. So lots of things he will share. Try to listen carefully and ask as much as questions. You have any doubts in nanomaterials, fabrics, comfort specifically. So thermal insulation properties, any dynamics of textile comfort properties, he has a vast knowledge. So I'll request you sincerely listen to him and also try to ask questions regarding technical also and your career. So you can see the diversified field he worked. Again, I welcome Amulya also. Amulya is also our batchmate. He was general manager in here, Sahi Exports. He has diploma, degree, MTech, and now he is also a PhD scholar. Very vast technical experience he has. So let us welcome him also. And now Vibhusar, I request Vibhusar to tell few words about his own classmate. Thank you. Thank you.
some knowledge from him, it will be beneficial for you. One word I can say is a very exceptional person. One word I can say for him. He is very exceptional in nature, in attitude, in work. So, exceptional means the encouragement within himself to do something. We have noticed since 1995, not now. It is already 29 years, and from the year 95, I have seen him sincere, hardworking like this. So, really a great person. If all of you can learn from him, it will be beneficial for you. Okay, I should not take much time for this, and we should listen to him.
The wait is over now. Now I request today's honorable guest, Professor Dr. Rajesh Kumar Mishra sir, to come over the podium and start the ceremony. Today's honorable guest, Professor Dr. Rajesh Kumar Mishra sir, to come over the podium and start the ceremony.
Very good afternoon, my dear brothers and sisters. My name is Rajesh Mishra. They call me Mishra in India and abroad sometimes Mishra, Mishra, but Rajesh is very common name in India and people abroad also know many Rajesh. What is special for me are people like you. But you are more special than other people like you in the world because I initiated my journey from this place, not under this roof, under similar roof, under the same name, but in different small town called Chaudhar where I first met people. But initially I get chance before we went to Chaudhar to study textile engineering for the first time in the state of Odisha. The Joint Entrance Examination Committee and the Admission Counseling was being held in the Institute of Engineers, and the chancellor came with Professor Acharya to motivate students to come to Chaudhar to study textile engineering for the first time. Because it was in the year 1994 that the government of Odisha, government of Odisha was motivated by people like Professor Das and his to start a course in textile engineering. And on the day of counseling, Mr. Chand and Dr. Acharya, who was not professor but Dr. Acharya at that time, were sitting on the chair. Of course, was Professor H.K. Mahapatra, sharing guys with principals of other engineering colleges. So, in the year 1994, I will little bit give history of textile engineering education in this state. You must know your history. If you want to fly the moon, you must know where you are standing, and then only you will be able to fly high. So, Professor H.K. Mahapatra, a typical weaving specialist who actually came to education after serving a long period of time in the then Odisha Textile Mill located in Chaudhar. Maybe you people do not have the privilege to see such a composite textile industry, but at our time it was living, it was surviving. And we were very, very fortunate to be located in a town where there was the only composite textile industry of Odisha. That time it was an undertaking of government of Odisha, but I think it was started by the great Biju Patnaik. That time it was an undertaking or some people, I don't know, I'm not very familiar with people political background, but it was under government of Odisha. Obviously, it wasn't running well. It was a sick textile industry. But what was good is sickness is a boon to students, because when something is, if you are a medical student and you do not get a patient, on whom will you study the medicines or the treatments? You need patients. Unfortunately, to be a good doctor, you need extremely unwell patients. Unfortunately. But similarly, because Odisha Textile Mill was under terrible situation, they had all doors open for anyone who wants to learn, come to anytime. Therefore, we got that chance and scope to understand the fundamentals of the industrial process, which unfortunately you people do not get the privilege, but you have the people who got this. So, Professor H.K. Mahapatra was a weaving manager who retired or who left the job from Odisha Textile Mill and started this diploma institute in 1983. So before 1994, that institute was still there and it ran a 3-year diploma in textile engineering. But the students had to go to West Bengal, Maharashtra, Uttar Pradesh, or any other state to pursue bachelor program. So it was only in 1994 that it was feasible with persuasion of people like Professor Kumar and Professor Kendas to start a course on textile engineering. And we were fortunate enough to be enrolled. Mr. Chan and Dr. Acharya didn't have to tell too much to us. They just sat there and we enrolled into textile. Fine. The next was to go to the city, or not the city, the town called Chaudhar. I came with my father. My early education was in Kalahandi, Bhawanipatna. So I came from Bhawanipatna to Cuttack to Chaudhar. From bus, I was looking where will be the great textile engineering college where I will start my career. I saw the board of hostel. Textile, techno. Not even a line. Broken in the middle. Textile, techno. But I was happy. Okay, I found it without problem. I don't have to ask somebody. Like I am doing today also, asking my father where to go, asking somebody where to go. But I was fortunate that time. I found textile. So without any hesitation, myself and my father, we went to the campus. But what I saw as textile technology was not the institute, it was the hostel. Anyway, there was one physical education teacher, Mr. Puri. He guided us to a room, told, you are the first batch of textile engineering bachelor program, so you will be specially treated. You are special students, you have a lot of diploma students. That time, Mr. Amulya Mahathi was third year diploma student. Means same level as we entered. I mean, technically. But he knew little bit textile engineering by that time because he studied 3 years. He and his colleagues were looking up at us from the window. Who are these mosquitoes coming into our net? Either we will be bitten by them or we will bite. Anyway, next introduction with me was with Professor B.P. then Billy Prasad. Because he came with his father and till we were allocated some permanent hostel room, we were given a small room just for one night. As I am today, I was very foolish and stupid. I didn't bring a mosquito net. Got up Chaudhar and Bhubaneswar in the last night also I had mosquitoes in my father's house. But that day was also terrible. He and another friend of ours who is currently working in a software company, Infosys, I don't know, but he was the first from Chaudhar to enroll into the MTech program in IIT Delhi. His name is Kumar. So 3 of us were allocated a room for one night. And these 2 people were more intelligent, so they had mosquito nets. I didn't have. And I didn't also had the enough wiseness to buy a mosquito net that very night. I thought, oh, mosquitoes are nothing. Then these 2 guys, being my friend from that day, decided not to use mosquito nets because if you are sharing room and 2 persons will have mosquito net, the third person will be victim of all the mosquito pieces. So they wanted also to have some share of mosquito pieces. Nobody used mosquito net. And that night, I don't know, we slept up very soon. But next day we were given a bigger room and I went straight to the market to buy a mosquito net. That story of mosquito net and 20, intake was 20. Why I am telling this story? Because this story is long forgotten 30 years back. But today that I see you people sitting in front of me reminds me of those early days which are the foundation for where I am today, or where I am living without mosquito pieces. But those days were very important in our lives. The next day we were allotted big room like this with 6 people and we had 3 more roommates. The next day, fine, we started to understand each other's likes, dislikes, and we started growing. Then after 1 year came Professor Pandwal, Professor Aswindas, and Professor Ramulia joined also as a student, bachelor student. So he became our friends. All right. So the point is, the small town called Chaudhar had this textile industry beside the ship. Do you know who were the people that time available to teach us? Only 4 faculty members. They also came back only 4 or 5, but they are much higher qualified than those who were teaching us till the last moment of our graduation. But it's not the qualification which brings value to your life. It's the dedication of the people. Your mother is much more intelligent than all of you. My mother is more intelligent than me because she injected the values of intelligence, the molecules of intelligence into my mind. Therefore, even if she is just a matriculation or something, she was a teacher in a primary school. But her understanding of life and the way to achieve success in life are much more sophisticated, much more important than what I have done in my same was true with our teachers who taught us during the 4 years of duration. And its life is very strange and very interesting. Chansar, we used to call him Chansar. Why I am telling it? Because you people do not know who he is and what is his background. He was there on the dais where we got enrolled, and he was employed as a laboratory assistant in that institute, handling both weaving and physics. The first year includes a course of engineering physics. So he was our teacher. The first year we studied physics lab under his guidance. There was a faculty member, a lady teacher. Then we graduated in 1998. Professor Das went to do his masters. I didn't qualify to get into masters. Professor Das didn't qualify in graduate aptitude test. Not just once, not twice, not thrice, not 4, 5. I don't know how many times I failed. But the teachers who were teaching us had faith in me, had confidence in me that this fellow who has been failing in graduate aptitude test in engineering can still teach students. So they appointed me as a part-time lecturer. And I worked there in spite of several failures in graduate aptitude test in engineering. I was made a permanent faculty member. Professor Das came back after his master's degree. We joined again and we still spent some time. Never mind. Then Mr. Khan of Chansar enrolled as a student of bachelor degree program. So, because he had a diploma qualification and he was eligible to start his bachelor's study. Look at him. Because that time he was married with a child, his father was ill, and he comes from a weaving background, but he has the interest in himself. The same very young boys to whom he was teaching physics in the first year, he went to one of them, like me, teaching him weaving. I learned weaving from him and I was teaching weaving to him. After 3 years. Whether I was teaching or he was learning by himself doesn't matter, but he was standing here and I was sitting. In 1994, in 1999 or 2000 I was sitting here, he was sitting there. The same courses. Nothing changed inside me because I didn't know more than him, or nothing probably changed him, but he was so polite. He was always sitting in the first bench, always coming on time to class, addressing me as sir. On the first day when he called me sir, I felt little uncomfortable. But then I understood, okay, let me feel like that. Anyway, this is how life goes on. But neither he fell from his position, nor did I. Neither he fell from his position because he went on to study under us for his bachelor's study. Nor did I fail because I failed in that examination. Professor Kandas told me, okay, Rajesh, you don't have to prepare for GATE. You are a very good, excellent teacher, so we will sponsor you to go to master's degree. And by that time, H.K. Mahapatra retired and Dr. S.P. Mishra came as the principal. He was also very good supporter for me for everything. And both of them decided they will send me to master's education at IIT Delhi. Well, I went to Delhi for interview for master's degree because I wanted to study higher. There was one Professor Banerjee, he retired. He asked me, what are you doing? I said, I am a lecturer in weaving. He said, what do you teach? I said, I teach only subtle weaving. My friend teaches subtle weaving. He said, why you don't teach? I said, till now I am not teaching, but in future will. Then because he loved subtle weaving. He was a PH.D. from Germany and his weakness was subtle weaving. Everything he wanted to test on subtle weaving. Because he was probably PH.D. from East West Germany. That time Germany wasn't united. He asked me what type of research or bachelor study, bachelor thesis do you guide? I said I have recently done some BTech project with students about jute fiber being used for denim. He had a long beard and he was never smiling, very grumpy fan like this. But as soon as he listened to this jute fiber being used for denim, he smiled. And he said, okay, and how did you process jute? It's a harsh fiber, how do you blend with cotton to make a jute denim? I said, I treated with alkali, sodium hydroxide. And he said, then what does happen to jute when you treat with alkali? I said, lignin is removed and it becomes soft. And he asked, how much percentage of lignin was removed? I said, I had no idea. Also today I have no idea how much lignin is in jute. I have the information on the slide. I said 10%. He said the maximum content of lignin in jute is just 8%. How are you able to remove 10%? You don't have 10 rupees, you don't have 8 rupees and you said you paid 10 rupees. But I said whatever it is there, out of that I removed only 10%. It's a very stupid answer, but he liked it anyway. He said, very intelligent. You know nothing, but you can handle this question. If there is 8%, but you know, it's very tricky. If you would ask the second question, how do you determine that you are able to remove 10% and 90% is left? I would be at no way. But he wanted me to enroll into IT. He said, okay, this fellow is very good. I was the only candidate going to interview, so they selected. Unfortunately, things didn't go that way. And when I came back to Chaudhar, there were some bureaucratic problems, and they said, we cannot release you to study MTech at IIT. And that very year, I also qualified in GATE, with not so excellent percentile, but just qualified in 80 plus something. And I saw an advertisement that you can do PhD at IIT if you have 70% in BTech and you are able to defend yourself and you have qualified GATE recently. So I just applied and went to Delhi for interview, but I had very strong desire to study. Nothing else, only very strong desire, in spite of everything. So I went there. There was a Professor Behra, he is still there. He retired this year and he joined as director of TIT Bhiwani. But he called me to his, when he came to know there is a Odia boy coming to here, but I never contacted him. He called me to his office and he told to some of his assistants, if this fellow called Rajesh wants to do PhD under me, tell him to meet with me. I didn't want to do PhD under him. I wanted to do under Banerjee. I didn't know who is Banerjee, but I liked him. His beard also. I used to have hair like. But Professor Behra called me to his room and he told, do you think it is so easy to get into IIT? That too, without master's degree? He asked me 2-3 questions about sizing and weaving and I was stupid. I wasn't able to answer. He said, how do you think you will qualify in this? I said, I want to do it. I said, okay. He then asked me, what are you teaching and why you didn't do masters? Then he told, okay, we'll take a chance. And he told me to prepare some 2 pages write-up and I went to the committee. And that was a life-changing day in my day. Again was Banerjee and there were some other people and I was probably was Professor Kusal Sen and some people. They asked, why the hell do you want to do a PhD after BTech? You can do it after MTech. I said, doesn't matter how many degrees I have, but I want to do this research. But they selected me for PhD and on the Professor Mishra, and he is so nice a person and a supervisor that I was able to defend my thesis in 3 years, 3 years half. Then he sent me, he told, you have no industry experience. Why at this young age you joined academic as a teacher, that you in a stupid village Chodwa under some stupid leader called Mishra. I mean, it was his statement because both were from the same time and they had some issues against each other. So he told like this, you are spoiling your career, now go to industry. He told, I will send you to Ardin Mills. I said, sir, I don't want to go to industry, I want to teach, I want to do research. He said, no, you must go to industry. I cannot say no to my teacher. So, anyway, reluctantly I went to Ardin Mills as a senior manager. There were so many PhDs from IIT and abroad working as senior manager R&D at that time in Ardin. Anyway, I am not that kind of person to work in Ardin or industry. I couldn't cope up with work culture. I had to leave them. I had to leave the job, and then I tried to get into IIT, which I didn't succeed. But the process built my personality into a different person who didn't just remain in the boundaries and wanted to fly beyond boundaries. Because you need that catalyst to ignite your energy once in a lifetime. All of us are humans and we have a boundary of our comfort zone. Today we will discuss about comfort. After some time, comfort of textile. I take a lot of time from you because I never have a chance to gossip with my people of my choice, and you are people like me. Today, see, I come to India once in a year, and for a very short time, I spend just half a day with my parents. But this time, since I have a chance to stay 1 2 days more, I wrote to my friends here that I want to spend time with you. And I will not give this opportunity that I will finish everything and go. You have to bear with me for at least 1.5 hours. Listening to stories which you probably do not want to listen, but I want to tell you. All of us have a comfort zone. And many people in their life do not get sufficient amount of challenges where they have to really go out of their comfort zone. But if you are challenged to the limit of your capability, you have to go out of your comfort zone. And once you step out of your zone, you will see that the outside world is much easier and comfortable than the small circle that you have built around yourself. You think this is my comfort zone. Outside is uncomfortable. Just step out once at this forest and you will see the outside world either is the same or even easier. So fly. As long as you do not fly out of your nest, you do not know how easy and how good the rest of the world is. If we come from a state, if we come from a small district, I came from Kalahandi. Even today people think Kalahandi is a backward district in Odisha. People in India think Kalahandi is rot hit district. Poor people, hungry people. Punavaya because poor people, hungry people. No. Even poor people who looks poor may not be poor, who looks hungry may be not hungry. But hunger is a good thing. If you are not hungry, how will you enjoy the rest of the food? I mean, I'm not making fun of people who do not have food to eat, but those who have food and you do not have hunger, what is the meaning of this food? You need to have hunger to enjoy the taste of the food. Anyway, so then I went abroad because I got an offer for a postdoctoral research from the Technical University of Liberec by one of the most renowned professors in the world in the field of textile engineering, Professor J. You know what? The biggest subject in my study is statistics. I hate statistics. I don't like statistics as a method, but without statistics, it's not possible to do research. You cannot write one article without statistics. You cannot do any kind of don't like statistics. But without learning statistics, I couldn't have done my PhD or written some articles in. And Professor Militki is an expert of statistical data analysis. Then how the hell a professor of statistical data analysis would like to take a postdoctoral candidate who hates statistics? And he was a weaver. By the time I finishing my PhD, I was more oriented to weaving and fabric manufacturing because I was studying as a lecturer in weaving. And he was no weaver. But why did I go to Czech Republic? Do you know where is Czech Republic? I'll show you on the map. But the thing which attracted me to go from such a big country like India to Czech Republic, far off, somewhere in the center of Europe, where nobody speaks English, nobody eats food from from India. They eat beef and pork and every sort of non-vegetarian. Why would I go there? Do you know who is Svaty? Why would I go there? SVATY? You do not know. But the world knows. So please step out of your classrooms and try to know about people outside in the world who share your profession. Swathi was the inventor of ARJ weaving machine. And he was born and he was living whole his life in Liberec in Czech Republic. So if I am a weaver, and you know weaving machines and ARJ weaving machine is the most versatile, most high productivity, the highest productivity. Of course, it's a matter of debate to compare ARJ and waterjet, but it was invented in the Czech Republic. And the Technical University of Liberec has the textile engineering faculty, not just department, faculty. Do you understand what is meaning of a faculty of textile engineering? It's kind of college of textile engineering. Or University of Textile Engineering. They started only with textile engineering. And there were at that time 10 departments teaching only textile engineering. One department textile technology, one department textile material engineering, another department textile chemical engineering, textile clothing, then fashion design, and like this, several. Quality evaluation in textile, all departments offering bachelor and master's degree and even making you eligible to do PhD in textile. So many specializations in so many departments. And they had 4,000 students studying textile engineering. Do you know which university in the world is the biggest textile engineering university at present? Do you know which university in the world is the biggest? Louder, please. If you do not speak louder, nobody will listen to you. Louder. Where? OUTR? Biggest? If you do not speak louder, nobody will listen. Just volume, the size of students and faculty. It's not discussion about quality. Because I haven't seen more intelligent students than the students from Odisha in my whole career. So all of you are probably the best in this profession. Recognize yourself. And I assure you that you are more intelligent than many textile engineering students in the world. Why textile? Maybe all engineering. But find that intelligence in yourself. You are ignorant of your career. Probably when you undergo some challenges and rejections, you will find it. But why to push and pull you to that extent? Find it before. Anyway, so textile engineering is a very popular and well-established subject in Central Europe. The place to where I went is kind of Makkah, Medina, or Kasi of textile engineering. And you know electrospinning? Yes, you know. Don't know electrospinning? You know spinning? Spinning in terms of what? Making yarns. What is meaning of spinning? Who does teach spinning from among the faculty members? I don't know because Professor Kendas. No? Professor Kendas is retired, so spinning is closed. You make faculty teach Professor Rao. Okay, it's not. I just wanted to know because I am a friend of all of you. I know him. He has been an excellent student from the beginning and very good academic. It's not about him, but about your interest. Who was teaching spinning to us? Not even Professor Rao. So it's not who teaches you the subject, but how intensely you like to study the subject or know something about that subject. See, learning is not just about using it in your profession. but about upgrading yourself, your knowledge. Many things in our life we need to know for understanding ourselves, for understanding the subject. Many things in our life, they may not appear to be useful in the short term, but they are very, very useful in our life. So spinning, if you do not know, maybe all of you are interested in some other disciplines, but spinning is a method of making yarns from fibers. At the same time, in the same discipline, spinning also is known as method of making fibers, synthetic or man-made fibers from the polymer. That's also called spinning. Same spelling, same pronunciation. But one is fiber spinning, second is yarn spinning. Electrospinning is a method to make fibers. One is fiber spinning, second is yarn spinning. Don't tell the students here. Today I have to take the lecture. I have to teach them, not observe. So electrospinning is a, you know about who teaches electrospinning. Did you hear about electrospinning or today is the first time? So electrospinning is a, you know about who teaches electrospinning. Congratulations to me. Electrospinning, you do not know about electrospinning. Electrospinning is a method of using electricity for spinning. Spinning fibers and nanofibers. Nanofibers were necessary for your life. Today that all of us are standing here and talking to each other is because of nanofibers. Who will justify this statement? Today all of us are standing here and talking to each other because of nanofibers. Is it true or not? All of you survived COVID-19. You had vaccine. Before vaccine, you protected yourself with mask. And your vaccine, your mask is inspired by nanotechnology, enabled by nanotechnology. The vaccine had nanolipids, nanoprotein molecules, which were injected into your blood vessels to manipulate the things in your cells to create antibodies. And now you yourself are carrying a lot of virus inside to be protected from external attack. That's one nanotechnology. The masks, N95 masks, any kind of protective mask is made from nanofibers, and nanofibers gone by electrospinning technique. Alright. So because of nanofibers we are surviving. If there were no nanofibers, no masks, all of us would die by COVID-19. It was such a hazardous virus attack on the whole world, on humanity. I think still it is surviving somewhere, and many like this will come in future. So please build new technologies like electrospinning. Electrospinning was invented by several people. Many people claim to be the first inventor, but it was commercialized by a company called Nanospider. And the Nanospider is the large-scale industrial production of nanofibers by drum electrospinning. I'm sure some of your faculty will teach you details of this process. It's very interesting, up to date, and you must know if you are new generation textile engineers or chemical engineers or scientists or humans living in the modern world. Not just protection against virus, but it has many other functions. Today is not discussion about nanofibers. But Liberec, the Czech Republic town, is the city where this company Elmar sits, and they are the pioneers. There is a professor called Professor David Lucas, who invented this principle of electrospinning by drums. Alright, if I start speaking, probably it should be full screen. Can anybody come and make it full screen, please? Alright. Currently, I am located not in Liberec, but in Prague. Probably you have heard about the name of the city. Do you know where is Prague? Speak up. If you do not speak from the crowd, you will not be visible. You will not be identified. You will not get the chance that you deserve. So please be visible. Please speak up. Out of the crowd, you should be the only one visible. Doesn't matter how thin, how small you are, but be visible by your voice, by your intelligence. Sign yourself. So who will tell where is Prague? Capital of Czech Republic. How did you come to know about Prague? Yes, police. How did you come to know about Prague? What is it? Movies. Thank you very much. You watch movies like me. Which movie? I remember every movie, every story. Okay, a lot of Hollywood movies are shot in Prague because it's a beautiful destination. Mission Impossible. many James Bond movies. Prague. Forget about movies. Come to this movie. So here are some pictures of monuments in Prague. Maybe they are not so important as Kumar Temple or Taj Mahal, but they are also beautiful like that. Many people from there come to see Kumar and Taj Mahal, and many people from here go to see these things in Europe. So these are some pictures of Prague in summer. In Europe, there are only two seasons: summer and winter. Summer is the time when everyone wants to live in Europe. Why? Because the temperature is 20-25 degrees, very pleasant. So people who can afford and get a visa from Asia, they go to Europe to enjoy summer. And here is Charles Breeze. It's a very important breeze in the center of Prague. Does this laser working? Yeah. It's the Charles Breeze. The King Charles IV, he built this breeze across Vltava River. It's a very beautiful city. And this is the President's Palace, which used to be the palace for the monarch. And there is an astronomical clock. And there are some very interesting places where you would love to see at least once. So you have a chance in your future if you want to come there for summer internship. Very quickly you can come. If you want to study masters, you can come. If you want to pursue PhD, you can come. And then who knows what will be your future? Maybe you will be president of Prague and visiting to Professor only once per year. Now this is the view of Prague before 1 week. It's no more summer. Now it's winter, and in winter it is loaded with snow. All the roads, all the houses now it's covered with snow. I know him. So it is loaded with snow and very cold. So the temperature during daytime is about 5 to 7 degrees. At night it will be minus 10, minus 15 degrees. There is nobody on the street. Where are they? Indoors. And the rooms are heated with circulation of hot water or with electric heater. That doesn't mean you cannot go outside. If you love winter sports, like what are the winter sports? Professor Debudas told I am a very good sports person. Yes, I qualified for Olympics. Jodhpur Olympics. Qualified, but didn't. Now, what are the winter sports? Tell me, if you are not a good sportsman, you are not a healthy person. Those who only study and spend time on the mobile phone and computer, it's very difficult to achieve something in life. Play something, do some physical activity. Football, hockey, cricket, or yoga, or go to the gym. Tell me some sports which are played on ice. Ice hockey, thank you very much. Czech Republic has the national sport ice hockey. And anything else? What else? Okay, I'll take you and live in the center of a ice field. What will you do? Eat? I did that the first time. What else? Skating, ice skating, skiing, if you have slopes. So these are the physical activities everyone must do. Whether you are the president of the country, you are a student, you are male, female, doesn't matter. You must do these things to have the metabolic activities, to generate heat in yourself, and to survive and to live happily. And to live happy. If you are healthy, then only you will be happy. If you are not healthy and you have all the money in the world, all the success in your profession, you will not be happy. If you are healthy and still do not have enough success in life, you will be happy in future. But if you are not healthy, forget about happiness. So first, health. Be a good sports person. If you are a sports person like Dhoni, you will be already some manager or CEO. So you don't have to study textile engineering or science or but you don't have to follow their path. Do everything. Alright, this is about the view of Prague, not just Prague, whole of Europe is under snow during winter. And winter starts in November and ends in March. So from November to March, you will have snow outside. Interesting thing is time shift. These are some common knowledge. general knowledge for everyone who wants to know about the world. Do you know what is the current time in Central Europe? What is time now in Central Europe? What is the time now? Who will tell? 3:33. And who adjust? Time should be same for everyone. Not time should be 33 for you and anyway, forget about the accuracy because I don't like statistics. I like this. Somewhere 3:30, somewhere 3:40, somewhere 3:35. What is the time in Central Europe? Don't Google. Just tell if you know. Do you have Wi-Fi and access to internet? Okay. Tell me, is it the same as here or different? What? How different? No. See, if you go towards the east side of the world, say we are living in India, at present we are in India. If you go towards the east, which countries lie to the east of India? You have to have good knowledge of geography, otherwise you cannot. At least this practical geographic knowledge. Tell me, which country lies to the east of India? Okay, any other? Little farther? Japan, Australia, New Zealand. You know, they celebrate New Year's Eve 12 hours or I don't know 10 hours ahead of you did or you will do after 1 month because they are ahead of time, ahead of Indian time. Similarly, Europe and America are behind Indian time. America is still on the previous day. They have Sunday still going on. And Europe is currently 4.5 hours behind Indian time. That means currently my daughter is at school because she goes to class 5 and it's 11. Now, this is about time. Climate is different, time zone is different. If you travel to any other country, you will have to adjust your watch and adjust your body, your biological watch to sleep at the appropriate time and wake up at appropriate time. But that's a matter of few days only. Then you will be comfortable with that time zone. Food. How many of you eat only vegetables? Food. Anybody else? Eat only vegetables? Who eats only non-vegetable? Means eats only animals or humans? Who eats human? Anybody? None of you is a lion-like human who eats a human. Okay, eating humans is not a good thing, but lions and tigers, they probably sometimes have a taste of human. Who eats non-vegetarian? Everyone? In your hostel is non-vegetarian? You like non-vegetarian? Good, the world is open for you. If you eat only vegetarian, still the world is open for you. There is no restriction. What you eat, or what you speak, what you like, what you dislike, you can go and make any place your home. If you are interested, if you have the desire. Anyway, that's not the issue now. We will move on to something. Czech Republic. Why I am speaking so much of Czech Republic? Am I Czech citizen? No, I am not. But my workplace is Czech Republic. I have love and affection for India and same for Czech Republic because I am spending my life with my family there. Therefore, I must speak about Czech Republic. That doesn't mean I am anti-India. I am very much Indian. I still have Indian citizenship. My parents live here. I love everything which goes well for India is a matter of happiness for me. If India wins World Cup, I am happy. If Czech wins World Cup, I am still happy. Fortunately, Czech and India do not fight with each other because they specialize in different sports. They do not play cricket. And they play ice hockey. India doesn't play ice hockey. They play field hockey. But hockey is hockey. That's good. Now, are some of these faces of names familiar to you? In Charles, you do not know. Are some of these faces of names familiar to you? Do you know Mendel? Did you study botany? If you didn't study botany, you cannot be textile engineer. Mathematics is necessary, statistics necessary, physics, chemistry, but also biology. Mendel, there is a Mendel's theory in biology about plants, and he was born in Navratilova University, 90s and 80s students like us. No, who is Martina Navratilova? Tennis player, gold medalist, Olympic gold medalist. Nobody knows who is Rajesh Mishra. They have difficulty finding, but Martina Navratilova is world famous tennis player. Who is world famous tennis player in India? Glad you have to fill your name with your own hands. If you want to play tennis, start today. Anyway, Thomas Bata. Bata, I think Bata shoes are not used these days. In our time, the best shoes, Bata. And it has Nike, I don't know, what else, Reebok. They are sports shoes of recent generation, but still I think Bata shoes are there. Relevant. Ask your father, ask your elder brother. Maybe you also use. Do you use Bata shoes? Bata is not called Bata. It is called Bhatia, not Cyclone. Because maybe to surprise of many of you, like me, Bata is not an Indian company. Bata was established by Thomas Bata in Zlín in Czech Republic. It's an original Czech company making shoes. And see, Czech Republic, even by area smaller than the state of Odisha. Czech Republic by population is less than Odisha, sure, because it's just 1 crore. Whole country has a population of only 1 crore. And they developed so many things, invented so many things, and Bata, which is a world-renowned shoe company. In India, it is very popular, or was very popular, and still leather shoes from Bata are preferred by many people. Best and good shoes. I don't know what is their tagline, but Thomas Bata, who established this company, was born in Zlín in Czech Republic, and he is now Canadian citizen. He is not living. His grandsons are running this company. I'll come to textile. Because you love textile. So he by his name there is a university, Thomas Bata University of leather technology. Alright, don't look back. Here are other companies or industry. You know, industry is the backbone of our society. Agriculture is backbone. I don't know how many backbones the society has. One for food, but modern society cannot survive without industry. That is why we are talking future. We are talking about textile industry or allied industry. We want to help this industry through this discussion about Thomas Bata and Martina Navratilova. Because you need to have that industrial attitude in yourself. Then only you can make a difference to your life, your family's life, your society's life. So these are symbols of some events like that. Avas software, is established in Czech. Skoda car. I don't think any of you would like to have Tata Nano or Maruti, but you would prefer to have a Skoda car. Skoda is located in Czech Republic, just near Liberec or between Liberec and Prague. But since India is one of the biggest market for high quality, good quality cars, they have established one industrial park in Pune, and Skoda cars are also made in Pune, in India. Kohinoor pencil, can you imagine? Kohinoor pencils are originally from Czech Republic. Maybe they make Kohinoor in India. Kohinoor pencils, the black color, all types of pencils, they are made in Czech Republic, or they started in Czech Republic. This is Tatra, not Tata. Tatra is a company making big heavy vehicles like trucks, like the Tatas. Tata is a big company, sells to Ratan Tata, but Tatra is also a parallelly big company in the Czech Republic, and they make big trucks for the mountain roads and through the forest. Swarovski, who loves this name Swarovski? Swarovski, you don't know? Girls like about Swarovski. You don't know Swarovski? Swarovski is a brand name for high quality crystals, for ornaments, and it's not diamond. It's made from glass. Swarovski, Google about Swarovski. Swarovski makes glass jewelry, and it's world famous. Maybe not so much in Bhubaneswar, but it's definitely in other parts of India as well. And it's located headquarters in near Liberec. Everything around Liberec. Liberec city, you know what is the population? If whole of Czech Republic is 1 crore, Liberec is only 100,000, 1 lakh, because they don't say lakh. Remember, if you go out of India, don't tell the number in lakhs. Tell in thousands, tell in millions, don't say in lakhs and crores. They don't exist outside. You are a crore, you have 10 crores rupees, nobody will understand. Tell millions, billions, or hundreds and thousands. Lakhs and crores are only Indian terms, or maybe millions or billions. Czech Republic is a European Western country. A lot of people drink a lot of beer. There it is legal, and there it is after 18, and they drink it as a regular liquid. I do not drink. That is but it's very strange in Czech Republic to tell I do not drink, because it's impolite. In a function, everyone will have beer. And if you say I do not drink beer, they will say, oh, something's wrong with this person. Maybe he's gay, or he doesn't like to be friends with us. But I said, oh no, I go to gym. I have hidden my muscles inside. I will not show you today. So, but I go to gym. Therefore, I do not drink alcohol. And you cannot build your body and your health if you drink or smoke. Okay, these are the companies. Textile industry is not existing anymore, but textile education and research is existing. You know why textile industry doesn't survive in Europe? You know why textile industry doesn't. Are you all students of textile engineering? Well, because to me it makes no difference. I am teaching non-textile engineers nowadays. I do not teach textile engineering, but I am speaking about textile engineering because my background is textile engineering. So what happened? Till 2019, I worked in the university in Liberec, Technical University, in the Faculty of Textile Engineering, and then I shifted to Prague, a Czech University of Life Sciences, to the Faculty of Mechanical Engineering as a material engineer faculty. And then I was promoted as professor, and I am now professor of material and mechanical engineering. Maybe you have heard of so many people who, from a background of mechanical engineering, came to become textile engineers later. It's possible because textile is a multidisciplinary. It is a multidisciplinary subject. It needs specialists in mechanical engineering, chemical engineering, physicists. Hall. If you know J.W.S. Hall, you must have seen his equations. He was a physicist and physics professor who went on to do research in yarn structure. David Lucas, about whom I spoke, he is a physicist, BSc, MSc physics. Did some theory of electrospinning and became a professor of textiles. Ron Postel, who died in Australia. So many high-level professionals in textile education and research do not come from textile background. But it wasn't usual till recently that a textile engineer background person will go on to other fields. Why not? If it is one way, it should be other way also. And I do not repent that I do not have many students of textile engineering, but I still teach textile philosophy, textile subjects to mechanical engineers. Because textile is a business, textile industry is a philosophy for the Europeans. And I do not teach spinning and weaving, but I still deal with fibers and fabrics and how to make some engineering materials from textiles. I will tell you about composites, but when I asked Professor Kandwal that what subjects should I speak about, he said comfort of fabric. So I spoke about comfort of fabric. Till now there is no comfort of fabric. Of course there is. Without comfort, no life. Without fabric, no life. So I will come to comfort of fabric in the end. I am well known in my past to speak a lot about nonsense and speak very little about the real thing. But I will not disappoint you. So I teach material engineering, but dealing with fibers and composites to non-textile students. However, I visit conferences and places like here to interact with textile students. So currently I am in a university where they have no textile engineering subject, but I have a connection to the Liberec University and probably I will again go back to textile engineering in the past, in the future, and I will continue in textile and mechanical and material engineering. It doesn't make a difference in Europe really what specialization you have. If you are an engineer, you are supposed to know every discipline in engineering. If you are given a task, you are a textile engineer and your car is broken. And if you call a mechanic to repair your car, you are a stupid engineer. If you repair it yourself, yes, you are an engineer. Then they will ask what did you study? You can say textile engineering. If you repair it yourself, yes. If you are a mechanical engineer and you cannot put thread into your needle, you are stupid. What I want to justify that you need to have a knowledge of every discipline, every sector. You know what kind of toys are given to kids in Europe. I am not telling what is better in Europe and why it is not so in India. I am an Indian by my heart. I love India more than any other country because I was born in India. I am Indian. But I want to give you a glimpse of the outside world, and you can be inspired from things that are not available to you, but they are good. So you are intelligent enough, you are grown up enough to decide what is good and what is not good. Yes. So if something is good outside, take it. If something is good inside, take it. If something is bad inside, throw it away. If something is bad outside, keep away from it. Yes. So what the kind of toys did you use as a child? What did you play as a child? Did you know that? Yes. So what kind of toys did you use as a child? Skipping? Skipping is good. But I am asking about other kind of toys. What was the toy given to you when you were 1 year old? Teddy bear? What? Small car? Teddy bear? And did you keep the car in good condition or did you break it? And what kind of car? Taking an example, one of your professors had a car to play with, and how long did it survive? One of your professors had a car to play with, and 1 year. And after that, what happened to this car? Broken. And what did your father tell to you? I'll buy a new car. Yes. But an European father will not tell his son or daughter that I will buy you a new car. He will tell, I give you the tools, repair your car yourself. And if you cannot repair, you will not come to see me tonight. So the child will have big task, no prior knowledge about what a car runs by or small toy car. What is the mechanics? There is some mechanics in a small car. There are 4 wheels, there is a shaft and a gas or something. But a big task for a 1 year, 2 year old. But the father will tell to repair it because the father himself is repairing his own car every day. The son or daughter is watching his father doing the mechanics job. If he is a professor, doesn't matter. If he is president, doesn't matter. So the point is, since childhood, they are trained to do their things by themselves. In our university, there is no peon, no sweeper, nobody. We sweep our own office. We sweep our corridor. That is another thing that don't make it dirty. That's good philosophy. You will be told every day, if whatever dirt will be there, if you make anything dirty, you have to clean. Therefore, you will be responsible, you will not make it dirty. Every small thing will be taken, put into the waste bin. Because otherwise, you have to clean it. Now, if your car will be broken and you know that you have to repair it, either you will be very careful not to break it. In that case, you cannot be a good engineer, but a good housekeeper. But if you break it and have the ability to repair it, you will be an excellent engineer. Not by education, but by your bringing up. Therefore, they do not play with clays and forms as children. They play with machines, bolts, nuts, the spanners. So there starts the value of technical science. That means it's a lifestyle. It's not just bachelor, master's and PhD study. It's about you are born as an engineer. When they enter into school, they teach about mechanics. My daughter is now solving mechanics, problems of mechanics. Not that they have a high load of curriculum, but it's just like play, and they are very happy with that kind of educational system. Therefore, it is not necessary that the system will be provided to you, but you You can be engineer by your own thinking from your childhood. You are still children. I am also a child now, and we still have a long way to build ourselves as engineers. Now these are some of the universities. I am academician, so I will speak now about universities. Czech Republic has about 20 to 30 universities, not more than that. Many of them are technical universities. Technical university because they teach technical sciences. Every university, even if it is University of Economics, they will teach technical science. Do you know what is the title for somebody master degree in economics? When in India somebody is a master degree holder in economics, you understand economics? If you do a bachelor and master degree in economics, what is the title or the degree? Like Master of Arts. Do you know what is the title if you do economics master degree in Europe? If you do masters in biology, engineer. If you do masters in textile engineering, engineer. If you do bachelor in engineering, not engineer, bachelor. So to be an engineer, you have to finish a master's degree in any discipline, because in curriculum of every discipline there is technical science. If you study biology, you will be taught some mechanics. If you study economics, you will have some mechanics. Or because I know mechanics, I will speak about mechanics. I have something about engineering science. Therefore, in their life, they have this as a lifestyle without sense of engineering, without basics of doing something, repairing something. You are not a citizen of that country. So all these universities produce engineers of economics, engineers of mechanics, engineers of medicine, engineers of law. So this red highlighted university is my current employer, Czech University of Life Sciences. Life Sciences, what we teach engineering, and Technical University of Bucharest. These are the two universities where I work jointly, and depending on the situation, I have my primary affiliation. Now this is the picture of the university. It's very strange. Nobody is there. Because the population is so low. Students are all somewhere in the canteen, in the cafeteria, or in the library. That is been, maybe it was taken on a holiday. So we have Saturday, Sunday holiday, so this picture I don't know. So these are the faculties that we have at the university, and my faculty is faculty of engineering, others are faculty of forestry, tropical science, blah blah blah. Under the faculty of engineering, we have automotive engineering, we have material engineering, we have robotic engineering, civil engineering. I don't know why the display is not working. Can somebody help? Is there any engineer in this room? Some slides are not okay. Some are missing. Doesn't matter. Let us switch over to the PPT version maybe. Because if some slides will not be visible, it will not be clear to you. Who was it helping me in the beginning, please? Here. Who was it helping me in the beginning? This one. What is PDF? see there are two engineers. So, all of you are engineers, it is proven, because when you have one grain of rice from the whole container, that shows the whole container is full. So I assume all of you are successful engineers. Now in our faculty we have so many departments, and I belong to this department of material science and manufacturing technology, where we deal with textiles. Not weaving and spinning, but using textile based materials. Textile based materials. What are textile based materials? Or materials based on textiles? What are textile based materials? What are textile materials? Tell me, speak up. Even if you do not know and you try to speak, maybe you will speak something which all of us do not know. So please speak. What is a textile material? Based on fiber. So what are fibers made from? Polymers? Fibers made from polymers. Do you know some fibers which are not made from polymers? Backbenchers. I was a backbencher like you. When this type of seminars were held, I was sitting with Professor Das on the last bench. And see, we are professors. Because we didn't sit there to gossip among ourselves. But we were probably enjoying the lecture more than you are doing. And we were trying to find out where the speaker is making mistakes, where the speaker is telling lies. Just note down. After my session, I will give you a chance to speak where I made mistakes, what I didn't tell as a correct thing. Please note down those things. If you will be able to do that, you will be more successful. Anyway, so are there some fibers which are not made from polymers? Natural. So you mean, thank you for speaking up. At least I know you are more intelligent than the rest. Do you think there is nothing other than polymer? What are the human bodies made from? Are we made from soil, gas, water? You don't know yourself. And you tell me, what is your body made of? What? Gas? We are made. What type of material are we? Are we materials or not? Yes, we are living materials. Leather. Okay, some component of our body is a skin. Say we can call it a leather. But what else is there in our body? Are we made from polymers? Metals? Metal? Are we terminator? What else is there in our body? Are we made from polymers? But protein. We are made from proteins, just like any other animals, insects. Yes, protein, and protein is made from amino acids. And we are having muscles and some skin and hair and so many things made from protein with different degrees of polymerization, with different composition. Apart from that, we have bones, and bones are made from calcium and some minerals. We are composed of 60% of water. If you squeeze our bones and muscles and everything, you will have water. Blood is an emulsion of water as a solvent. Water and water and water. Drink a lot of water every day. That's healthy. Now, water is not a polymer, of course, but we are composed from certain type of polymers. Fibers are mostly made from polymers, but there exists some ceramic fibers, for example. Again, now it's a clue. Tell me name of example of one ceramic fiber. Ceramics, you understand? You understand ceramic? Example of ceramic material. Forget about fiber. Is there a ceramic in this room? What? Tiles. Okay. Have you heard about some ceramic? Who taught you fiber science? Thank you, madam. So she is doing her best, but you are not listening to her. Doesn't matter. But from now on, you will tell her ceramic fibers. Name one ceramic fiber. They are shy. Yeah, of course. Being shy is good when you are in a group, but when the challenge will come to your head, you have to speak up. You will automatically speak like parody. I know. When the situation will come, you will start speaking. I was a shy. I am shy in my life. I am an introvert. But when I go to a public place like here, I start speaking like a person. So, fiber, glass fiber, basalt fiber, these are ceramic fibers. And of course, the percentage of ceramic fibers is very small, but they still exist. Metal fibers, you can make fibers from metal, molten metal. So it's not that always the fibers are made from polymers. But that is not the point now. We deal with polymeric. Why do we like polymeric fibers? I like polymeric fibers. I don't like, I also like ceramic fibers, but not metal fibers. What is the benefit of polymeric materials as compared to ceramics and metals? Polymer is new generation material. You must know why polymers are better than metals. Maybe not in all applications, but in majority. What is advantage of polymers over metals? Lightweight. Thank you very much. And flexibility, and you can hold it. Polymers have viscoelastic properties. Metals probably do not have that. There are many advantages. Therefore, we make fibers from polymers, or nature makes fibers from polymers. What is the polymer in cotton fiber? Cellulose. Thank you very much. Cellulose is the dominant polymer in all plant-based materials. Fibers, leaves, stems, everything from plant is based on cellulose. Everything from animal is based on protein or amino acid. We deal with cellulosic fibers because they come from plants, it's life science. We deal with protein fibers, it comes from animals, it's life science. We deal with glass fiber, it comes from ceramics, and it is part of our life. We deal with carbon fiber, it comes from, how is carbon fiber made? By, what is carbon? Carbon is the ultimate element where no other element is existing. You burn something to the extent that nothing else is remaining, only carbon. So by polyethylene nitride, Professor Kanwal will teach you when you are staying in this university. You can make carbon fiber, but carbon is basic element for many materials. We deal with carbon fiber for high performance applications. They are not originated from plants or animals, but from artificial synthetic fibers. But they have an application in our life. Therefore, what is not life science? Everything is life science. Starting from AK-47, bulletproof jacket, missiles, tanks, satellites, rockets, everything is life science. So there is nothing other than life science. So whatever we are speaking is life science, and it has to do something with textiles. That is why we must discuss about this subject. Now, I know you are all now not very comfortable today because this is a very unnecessary discussion going on, but it's necessary because we must know what is comfort. Tell anybody who can tell me, are you comfortable today or not comfortable? From your faces and expression and the loudness of your voice, only I am the person comfortable in this room. Nobody else is comfortable. Because I have the freedom to speak, and you don't have the freedom to go away. Therefore, you are not comfortable. Same situation. I am telling you the experience of my life. When I was sitting in your position, probably the person speaking was comfortable, but I wasn't comfortable, he wasn't comfortable. It's usual. We are humans. We have something what we do is because we like to do it. If we do something by force, we are not comfortable. Those of you who are sitting today to meet with your elder brother are comfortable and happy. Those who think, oh, who is this person, I don't like to be like him, are uncomfortable. There is nothing wrong in that because you have another way of life. I appreciate it. But since I love my way of life and my specialization and what I am doing, I will speak about it very happily. Now, comfort is a sense, is a feeling of not having pain. Do you agree with this? And a higher level of comfort is happiness. You are comfortable means you do not have pain. That is the the baseline. If I am pinching you, if I am making you, if I am suffocating you with uh, my words and this unnecessary topic, then you are uncomfortable. But if I am not suffocating you, of course, though I am not interesting you, but at least I am not suffocating you, then you are not at a level of discomfort. Though you are not highly comfortable, but you are not discomfortable at least. But if you have a terrible temperature in the room and very bad noise and you don't like the subject, you are uncomfortable. I am uncomfortable under certain circumstances. Therefore, it's a very simple way to explain what is comfort. Comfort is absence of pain. It can be mental pain, it can be physical pain, it can be climatic pain, any kind of pain. Now the question is, what is pain? Not P-E-N, but P-A-I-N. Have you experienced pain any time in your life? You are highly experienced. So, if you do not have pain, you will not understand what is comfort. Therefore, in order to understand comfort, you need to have some uncomfortable situation. In order to appreciate something sweet, you need to eat something bitter or non-sweet. Then only you know what is the difference between sweet and non-sweet. If you want to have cold, you need to have hot. Therefore, comfort is opposite of discomfort, and discomfort comes from pain. And as I said, pain is not always physically; it could be mentally, psychologically. Therefore, the researchers in comfort science, they have classified the comforting textiles and fabrics into these three categories. Maybe some of the things will be repetitive, but you listen from a different person today and you try to hear it. Comfort, well, here it is written as fabric quality. Because at a time when I was doing my PhD, I was taught by my supervisor that fabric quality means comfort. Nothing else is fabric quality. Its tensile strength is not fabric quality for you as far as your PhD is concerned. Your PhD is about fabric quality, and for you, quality means comfort, comfort and comfort. So, comfort is one aspect of quality. Now, if we discuss about quality, what is definition of quality? What is qualitative? Qualitative food. Food is most important than anything else. What is qualitative food? Which is healthy for you? Good. Anybody else? Only healthy food? Means keto diet, I don't know what diet, raw vegetables is healthy and it's quality food. Tasty, it has to be tasty. Thank you. We didn't know. Quality, healthy, tasty. What else? What is a qualitative food? Depends on who is defining quality. If you are a specialist in health, therefore you are telling healthy food. He is specialist in taste. All of us need tasty food, of course. All of us need healthy food. Therefore, taste is one aspect of quality. Health is one aspect of quality. Anything else?
Food that is grown organically.
That is
Grown organically. And with no chemicals.
that's another level. Thank you for mentioning it. But see, organic farming is a philosophy and a strategy which is tricky to understand and to implement. I will not go into details of that. Organic farming is a more of marketing strategy than reality. You will come to know in your life. So please, at this stage, don't spend too much of money buying organic, so-called organic vegetables, organic cotton, and organic apple, and organic food. There is nothing organic because there is nothing inorganic. What is opposite of organic? Inorganic. Do you think apples or rice which is not grown by these artificial chemicals, fertilizers are really inorganic rice? No, it's a nickname used only for making fool of people who do not understand. And moreover, this non-utilization of pesticides and artificial methods is practically impossible, and they interfere into each other, and things are only for marketing to make money that the brand is organic. So at this stage, as long as you do not make your own decision by knowing the details, please don't spend money unnecessarily on so-called organic brand. Come back to quality. Therefore, quality is defined by the consumer who uses it for food. When you are eating, you are the consumer of the food, you look at health aspect. For you also, taste is important. For him, health is also important. So we look for taste, look for health, look for good way of manufacturing or production, not by hampering the environment. These are aspects of quality. Now, according to my field of application or my product, I have to define my quality. For example, a clothing. When you are using a fabric for clothing, quality means comfort. Anything else? Now, fundamentally, all of us are going to the market to buy some fabric for ourselves, for our family, for our friends. How do you select a fabric? This is very rich. So when I go to market, I first look at the price tag. This price I will buy definitely. This price definitely not buy. But that is not quality. That is my threshold. Okay, I will decide later on about quality, but first decision is price. Because my wife is economist, therefore I have to first look at price. Now the question is, what do you, he checks the feel of the fabric by hand. Yes? Are you able to check the feel by your hand? Good enough? Who else touches the fabric to feel if it is good for me or good for you or not? All of you? But if it is not allowed to touch, it's a bridal wear, you know, bridal suits. They are in a glass chamber. You are not allowed to, you can only see. Only see from beside that. Or look. Doesn't matter how it feels, but it must look good. So, you have to first decide based on look. Then the shopkeeper, if they have confidence that he or she can be a potential customer, they will allow you to touch. But if you are not looking like a potential customer, they will not be allowed to touch it. That's an example. Okay, mobile phone for that matter. You go to buy a mobile phone. Do you check everything on the phone in the shop itself? First you look at it. See it. Yes? You are not allowed to touch things. If you go to select your life partner, you have to see only. Or you do that already. Doesn't matter. So before we touch something, please look at it. You know why? Because our visual sensation is much more stronger than any other sensation. We have sensation like smell, taste, feel. But before we can do all this by getting close to the material, we can see things from a distance. You already have made an opinion about me. You like me or you dislike me. From the first time I entered to this room. Doesn't matter if I discuss something interesting or not, but at the first instance, when I stepped into this room, you have made up your mind, I like this person, I dislike this person. Because we are humans, everyone does like that. Before I entered into this room, I already made up my mind that I will speak very happily, freely to you, because I don't get a chance to speak to people of my background. Anyway, so our visual sensation is stronger than any other sensation. You agree? If somebody is looking good, looking smart, or looking beautiful, we like or we love that person. If somebody is extraordinarily brilliant, extraordinarily kind, but doesn't appear so nice, maybe. Why maybe? I am 100% sure. At the first sight, we do not fall in love with that person. But later on, maybe as we get to know the details of his or her qualities, we realize that maybe the appearance is not the main factor, but there are many other factors which are more important than appearance, and it can dominate over appearance. We use our senses, our understanding, intelligence, we make a different decision. But as humans, the first decision we make on a quality of product, humans, food. If you go to the restaurant and food doesn't look so nice, it may be the best in the restaurant to taste, but looks very bad and ugly. Will you like to order for that in the first instance? No. So we visualize everything. We use our eyesight to make initial judgment. Then we change or enhance that judgment by other aspects of quality. Therefore, comfort also begins with visualization. Comfort, before we feel, we visualize it. For example, if I wear, I don't know, if I am wearing compatible clothes for your visual comfort or not. If you have hatred for some color combinations, you do not want to look at that person. Look at some wall, which is painted in a color which I dislike, I will not go to that room. I will not sit in that room. Maybe it is air conditioned, it's very comfortable, but I don't like the color of the paint on the wall. So I don't like this. You will not buy a house if the appearance is not good. Therefore, appearance is very, very important because we are humans and we have a psychological factor coming to dominate our decision making process. And we call it psychological comfort. I will explain details of that because that was a core of my doctoral work. Things that I will be speaking today go back to my PhD work, and in recent times this topic hasn't been so important in the world, so I shifted to composite materials and mechanical engineering. But this is what I studied or I explored during my doctoral thesis in IIT. So comfort is categorized into three aspects: physical, psychological, physiological and aesthetics. Aesthetic is psychology. Understand? Physiology I will explain, physical also I will explain, but if you have some see, life and knowledge is nothing more than common sense. If you have a common sense, fundamental basic understanding of very basic things from your childhood, you don't have to study anything in your university or anywhere from anywhere. You will understand everything automatically. Therefore, the foundation that you are coming from is very, very important. Similarly, aesthetics, physiology and physical. Tell me the difference between physical and physiological aspects. What is physiology? Aesthetics, physiology, common sense. Physiology. Sensation. Physical is not sensation. Everything is having property, also aesthetic is having property. Anyway, thank you very much for giving your thoughts. But aesthetic or visual sensation, it is related to our visual sensation. Physiology is related to the skin and the microclimatic interaction between body and the environment. And physical is the mechanical, more of mechanical sensation, means touching, squeezing, bending, stretching. Yes. So we classify the comfort related aspects with three categories: physical, physiological, and aesthetic. Now there are so many fibers and combinations of fibers. You know, as textile engineers, we mix fibers. As engineers in mechanics, also we mix natural fiber with carbon and composites from that. So we blend several types of fibers. Blending is very crucial technique in regular life. We blend things from here and there. Now when we shift from different fiber composition to new compositions, there is going to be change in its appearance, in comfort, physical comfort, physiological comfort. Now the physiology of this room is destroyed, the air conditioning is not working. And fabric construction. Do you understand what is a fabric? Okay, who can define a fabric, textile fabric? Define doesn't mean speak of what is written in your book or what your teacher told. Just speak of your mind. What is your understanding of fabric? Define doesn't mean speak of what is written in your book or what your. This is the thing that your teacher taught. Placement of water and weight. Can I not make? You are a good student of weaving, but not from common sense. Sorry to tell this, but it's just joke. Don't take it up. So fabric doesn't mean made from interlacement of warp and wave. Tell me something else, please. Can we make a fabric without interlacement of warp and wave? So fabric doesn't mean open the windows. Natural air conditioning. In Europe, there exists no air conditioning. It's so cold outside. We condition by heating. Alright. As it goes on, still we keep discussing about fabric. Can we make a fabric without interlacement of warp and wave? Yes. Right. You are the only person who can tell this because the rest of the class is not. Tell me, is there any other method without interlacing? Yes. Thank you. You know everything. You are aware. And any other method? Knitting. Any other? Weaving, knitting, non-weaving. Ready to make some other type not flat, but most of the fabrics are flat, like paper. Means they have a huge surface area and very small thickness. Having huge surface area but not so small thickness doesn't qualify them to be fabric. So fabrics, some tissue paper also is a fabric, non-woven fabric. So fabric is thin material with big surface area. Fiber is very fine material with a very long length. Yarn also is a very fine assembly of fibers and very long length. If it is not long enough compared to its thickness, it's not a fiber, it's not a yarn. Similarly, if it is not wide enough, not having good area, high area enough as compared to its thickness, it's not a fabric. Like this block of wood, it's a high surface area but relatively very thick. Its thickness doesn't qualify it to be a fabric. And thickness governs many of its properties: physical, physiological, and applied. Flexibility, breathing, etc. Alright, go to next. Designers, fashion design, fabric design. There are many types of designing, architectural designing. According to textile engineering, what are the designing approaches? Here it is listed. Do you understand artistic and engineering design? The difference between artistic and engineering design? Who is teaching you fabric design? Do you understand artistic and engineering design? The difference between artistic. See, if nobody is teaching you, you build this subject yourself and teach the new generation. If there is no designing specialist, try to understand this subject and automatically you will be required by the future. What if you, all of us are designers, even if we are not dealing with textiles or not engineering, our mothers and sisters are designers, they are making embroidery, they are making, I don't know, many things, flowers and this paintings. But in textile science and engineering, we have two types of designing. One is artistic and second is engineering. Color science is also engineering, but since I am not color scientist, so for me color is artistic. For me blue is matter of choice, not matter of design or performance. If the denim is not blue and red, still it performs as a denim for me. For me, maybe not blue. But denim is always blue, indigo blue. There are black denims nowadays. But you know the definition of denim as a fabric means it is the warp is indigo dyed and the weft is grey. That is the definition, the theoretical definition of a denim fabric. But now that we have jeans black, blue, orange, everything is a matter of choice. And we dye it after the weaving process. Otherwise, it is a yarn dyed and oven manufacturing system. Denim. So color and the pattern. What is pattern? Professor Grass is having nice pattern on his jacket today, inspired by Prime Minister Modi. Professor Grass also. Do you know why they are wearing this type of designs? To inspire you about designing, not because they like it, but because you will like it. It's fundamental. You do not wear clothes and designs which you like and others dislike, but you wear those clothes which everyone likes, and it's irrelevant whether you yourself like or not. If the fashion changes to something else which I do not like, still I will wear what is fashionable because the society likes to see me in that fashion. Yes, and that is what makes the society or the audience comfortable. I shouldn't go on speaking on something which I like and do not like. That means it's a talk show. But if I speak about something which I dislike, but still you people like, it's some kind of success. That I do not know, and we'll leave with you the end of the lecture. Now, this sense of color is again question of personal choice. You have a design and color of your cloth. He has a design. Anyone has a design and choice. And some girls have other interests. But choice of color, don't look like that. They are not interested in us. So the choice of color is personal choice. Do you agree? Agree? He likes some color, I like blue color, you like something more, we like something more and something not that high interest. It's a personal choice. It has nothing to do with the engineering of the fabric. As far as mechanics is concerned, Professor Kumar is concerned. Then comes weaving. What are the weave designs? You know, who wants to be professor of weaving? Tell me 3 designs of weave. mat width. And you said satin. You are forcing him to speak about satin, but he likes mat more. Thank you very much, both of you. Make a good selection of widths. Plain, twill, satin, basket or mat, anything else? Honeycomb. Thank you. I don't have to speak much about it. You know everything. I didn't know at your stage. Therefore, this arrangement between warp and weft decides what is the width. And this is based on some engineering sense. How much should be the float length by bending, how much will be the curvature of the interlacement decides what will be the mechanical properties of the fabric, how it will perform under low level of stress, high level of stress, what will be the compactness of the structure, how will be the porosity, how will be the permeability, physiology, how will it look. Thanks for speaking about satin. Thanks for speaking about twill and mat. Why at all do we want a mat and twill and satin when we have plain? In terms of mechanics, strength, durability, which design is the most robust one? Plain, twill, satin, mat, honeycomb, tukale. I don't know many other names. I forgot. But which is the most robust, durable? If you are selecting a fabric for high durability, what is the preferred width? Plain. Thank you very much. Most robust. Then why do we make twills? Design, aesthetics, some performance. Because this diagonal effect is something which gives to it the special visualization and we like it. Therefore, we prefer it. Mat, the grouping of threads, making bundles, gives a special effect, appearance, physiology, physical. Therefore, we go for it. So, not always strength and durability is important, but other aspects are important. Now, we are not discussing about strength, durability. We are discussing about comfort, quality. Therefore, these are important. Constructional details means how many threads per unit, width, unit length, and sparsity. DPI. You can live in India, in England, in Hong Kong, but not in the rest of the world. Nobody will understand DPI. What is DPI? And what is the SI unit of ends per inch? You know, we must speak in system international, not only system India. Even in India, ends per inch, pix per inch is not accepted in your examination. What is the SI unit of thread density? You know, SI of system international system. What is unit of length? Meter. And does inch make any sub-unit of meter? Nothing so important. It doesn't matter if you do not know it now, but this is very important issue to know. Throughout, many big professors also use inches. So it is only question of discussion and debate and acceptance worldwide. You use international system to be accepted worldwide. As I said, lakhs and crores. If you are living in India, it's good to use words like I have 10 lakhs. I own 1 crore in a budget. That's good. But if you tell it to somebody outside India, especially in Europe and America, they don't understand what is crore. Maybe he's speaking about something else. So there are certain units which are internationally accepted, and definitely system of meter, centimeter, kilometer is international system. Expressed in ends per centimeter, fixed per centimeter. What is SI unit of temperature? Degree Celsius. Degree Kelvin, absolute temperature actually, but you can use Celsius, not Fahrenheit. Alright. Constructional detail deals with threads per unit length, unit width, these things, and twist in the yarn. How do we explain this? Twist in yarn? TDI, because these are standard terms implemented by the British in textile industry. The textile revolution started in Britain, in Manchester. Therefore, many countries in the world still use the British system. But internationally, twist per centimeter, twist per meter is more correct. So, keep this in mind. Now, first we will discuss about aesthetic. I'm sorry, I didn't ask you if you at all have enough time to listen to me. How much more time do you have to listen to me? Speak freely. minutes? I know you are a teacher and you were my junior, so therefore you know this. But I want to listen from my better friends. New generation. Please tell me till what time you have free time, because somebody might have an appointment, might have a program or to play something. I saw OUTR tournament. So please tell till what time can you afford some more time. But anyone who doesn't have time for this and has more important, you can go from the back row, please. I did so many times in my career. I still do it if I don't have interest in something. Don't spoil your time sitting here because your teacher told you must attend. That's wasting your and my time. Therefore, whoever doesn't feel like being here and you have more important things, I have important things in my family. So I am looking at my watch to finish these things in some time limit. Anyway, I will try to make it faster and to the point. I always look at aesthetic appearance and psychological comfort is important for me. It should be for anyone who says it's not important or is lying. Now I have already listed 4 aspects of appearance of fabric. Do you agree that these red words, grain, feeling, wrinkle and texture are aspects of appearance of fabric? When you go to a shop to select a cloth for yourself, please tell me, because that adds new knowledge to my understanding of the subject also. This is my selection of 4 aspects of appearance. But what is your selection? Should not be same as mine. Please tell something different. What do you look at a fabric when you want to select it for your clothes? Do you look at color? Yes, I do, you do, everyone does. But that's artistic. That's our sense of color, visualization. And more of chemical engineering, line science. What else do you look at? Professor Pandwal is a specialist of chemical processing, wearing a grey cloth today. He must use rainbow color. Otherwise, students will not go to your subject. Learn about colors. It's okay. He must use rainbow color. He will wear what is soothing to the eyes. Because color is not just about contrast. It's about acceptance to the society. It's about soothing, about being accepted in some profession. Okay. What do you look at a cloth? What do you want to see in a cloth that you will wear in future? Its pattern, what kind of motifs, design, its what else? Its fit, its if it is stitched according to current fashion or not. There will be some very loose fitting, very differently stitched garment, but it is not according to current fashion. So we don't like to wear it because we wear clothes not for ourselves, for the audience. 30% at least for the audience, according to my research. 33.33% of comfort deals with not me, but the other people who look at me, because it is about aesthetics. Of course, my psychology is boosted when I wear the color of my choice. But more than that, my clothes are not visible to me all the time. I only can see myself in the mirror. Here is no mirror, but there is a pair of mirrors in every one of us, and all those mirrors are looking at me. So my colors are more of impact to your psychology than my own psychology. Of course, what I wear also impacts my psychology. If it is of my choice, or it is, I believe it is lucky for me, or it was purchased on day of my wedding, or my wife's like this, so I feel psychologically a little boosted. But that's secondary. But it's primary. You should like it by aesthetic. Therefore, 30% of comfort is aesthetic. Color, design, fashion, and because in my definition, color, design, fashion is not engineering the fabric, they are artistic. In my sense of designing, it should be about its draping. You understand drape? Tell me who doesn't understand drape? It's not only for textile engineers. If you were any common consumer of clothes, you must know what is a drape. Tell me, what is drape? Yes. How the fabric hangs on its weight. want to add something more because it could lead to different understanding. I hung my towel there on the rope. Is it draping? You want to add something? What is this? Making chapati? Yes, the rod of the film makes a drape over the container. But we don't allow it to hang. When we make chapati, we don't allow this cloth loaf to hang from the edges. Yes, what is draping? Who is a good designer? You all are draping some cloth on your body. The clothes are draping on the body, geometry. That means it's also hanging, not freely hanging like suspended from one point, but when it is partially supported by some platform or some profile. Yes. In order to measure this drape property in the laboratory, we do not always use a mannequin or a human body, but we use a flat surface, circular plate, and we put the circular fabric sample, and it is allowed to hang not by extra weight but by gravity. So the elegance, this is an artistic term. Elegance. What is definition of elegance? There is no definition, fixed definition. Elegance means very nicely. The elegance of the fabric hanging from a support platform under the influence of gravity is called as drape. And because we use a circular piece of fabric, obviously it will have some folds around the circumference of the platform or support, and it will give some profile. And we calculate some coefficient based on this profile. Filling. What is filling? Tell anybody who knows about filling. If you do not know, you are probably using some fabric with a lot of pills and you don't understand. What is filling? Try to. Filling is a property where the fibers on the surface of the fabric, they rupture due to abrasion. Do you know about martingale abrasion tester? Martingale abrasion tester. 3rd year, 4th year students, you have a martingale abrasion tester. Yes. So on this tester, we place a small piece of fabric and allow it to rub or abrade over some thousands of cycles, so that we can measure what is damage to the cloth, either by loss of weight and visually also if there are some balls created on the. Typically it happens with synthetic fibers. Fabric made from synthetic fiber generates static electricity when it is abraded on the surface, and fibers break, and these broken fibers accumulate, aggregate together when they are oppositely charged, and they create balls. But they do not come out of the surface of the fabric, they still stick to the surface of the fabric. So a piece of fabric, when abraded on a abrasive surface, will create some pills, and it is typically in case of synthetic fibers. Cotton fabrics do not peel because the broken fibers do not stick to each other. They do not generate static electricity to the extent that they will stick together. Broken cotton fiber dust will fly away, will fall somewhere, and it will not be visible as a ball. Synthetic fabrics do have pills, and it's a bad character, or it's visually not impressive. Therefore, we do not like pills on the surface of the fabric. It's very important aspect for appearance. And wrinkling. What is wrinkle? We do not like wrinkles. Anybody? You know about wrinkle. How do we remove wrinkles on our skin? Or we like wrinkles on our skin? How many of you would like to remain young for whole life? Or anybody likes to be old as soon as possible? How do you know I am old or young? Who can guess my age? Anybody who will guess my age correctly will get nothing except this. Okay, who will guess my age correctly will take this rose. If you can guess my age, you have good understanding of life. 15 years. Am I 15? myself in mirror. It's degrading every day. And you are telling I look good. I look much better when I was your age. You all are young, without wrinkles on your face, without grey hair, without worries, bald spaces on your forehead, very nice skin, nice hair, nice face. So youth is a good future by being healthy. You cannot reduce your age, but you can keep your health as young. Your mind is young and your activities. Alright, I am still the childish in my behavior, therefore I cannot believe in my age. Now question is, wrinkles are not so good for appearance. To remove wrinkles, what do we use for our skin? Do you remove wrinkles or at least hide the wrinkles? We cannot, without surgery, we cannot remove wrinkles. Okay, something out of this syllabus I am telling you. If you want to reduce wrinkles in your skin, eat more of vegetables, drink a lot of water, reduce smoking, reduce consumption of alcohol if you are at all doing that. Eat more green vegetables and food filled with water. Cucumber and tomatoes. And then doesn't matter, Professor sir. Please stop. That makes no difference to me. They are like me only. So eat some vegetables to increase the glow on your face because it hydrates your skin. That's out of syllabus, but it's very important. But if you already have wrinkles and it's impossible to go back to better appearance of skin, still you can hide it by using nanotechnology. You can use nanotechnology to hide your wrinkles on your face. How? Is it new concept for you? Or you already know about it? You know it, your mother knows it, my father knows it, everyone knows it since generations. It's nanotechnology, but now we understand that it's nanotechnology. It was there. What are the face creams and lotions after all? They are gels filled with nanoparticles. Nanoparticles are very small in size, even smaller than the ridges and furrows in our skin. So if you use a paste or gel of nanoparticle filled material as a coating, it will fill the wrinkles and make the surface smooth. And when light falls on the surface of your skin, it will reflect better and you will look younger. Very simple. Everyone knows it, everyone uses it, but now it's a problem because nanoparticles are very toxic to our environment. Environmental scientists, they say we shouldn't use so much of nanoparticles because it is hazardous. Anyway, forget about that, but wrinkle is unwanted. Texture is the spacing between threads. As I already told, we visualize the properties by, it's very important. Human eyes are not reliable. We make mistakes. Do you rely on your eyes always? You don't make mistakes in identifying or judging a person by visual assessment. Do we always make correct decision by visual assessment for a fabric? Yes or no? No? Today maybe I am in a good mood. I feel very healthy. I got some award. And I am happy that I am with my parents, so everything looks good to me. You all look good, this classroom looks good. But the other day, if I have a fight with my friend, colleague, or somebody, I don't fight with my wife because she keeps fighting with me. I have no choice. But if you are in a good mood, probably everything looks good to you. If you are not in a good mood, things which were good yesterday may be not good today. Therefore, we cannot always rely on human vision system. It has fatigue. For example, if I am a specialist in the industry or in business to select fabrics based on appearance, I may select proper fabrics 50 times, 100 times, but after that I will be tired. My vision will get blurred and I will make mistakes. Therefore, we develop some camera vision system, digital image vision system. Prof. Manwal has some experience on this. Therefore, visual perception of fabric appearance is nowadays done by digital methods, not by human subjects, but by using objective methods. Alright? By using digital camera, capturing image, processing this image with some software, and the software will tell you if the fabric appearance is good for comfort or not good for comfort. You can evaluate pinning. This is how the pins look like. We can evaluate thread, wrinkle, texture, and in my thesis I combine these aspects to make something known as fabric appearance index. It's about psychological comfort. Next 10 minutes for physiology and physics, because psychology is more important. Right. Now mechanical comfort. You know about Professor Kawabata? He is not living anymore. His associates also not living. But what is living is his system, his innovation, known as Kawabata evaluation system. Professor Kawabata, a Japanese researcher in life science or something, invented the Kawabata evaluation system, which can measure the physical comfort of fabric at a very low stress level, at the same level almost that we touch and feel the fabric by our fingers. Otherwise, if you do instant tensile testing, if you do material abrasion testing, it's beyond the limit of our touching and feeling. Therefore, he developed some instruments and methods to evaluate so-called low-stress mechanical property. And physical comfort is related to mechanical property. And since time is short, I must respect thanks to my friend. Last, I will leave this PPT for you to digest later on. But physical comfort is measured by stretching, by rubbing, by bending, by compressing, either by hand or by machine. So Kawabata evaluation system is an objective evaluation of physical comfort by stretching, bending, shearing, rubbing, etc. These are definitions in general sense, but because they were invented in Japan, they use some terms like sari, hani, goshi, Kukurami is English because it is Egypt subject. Which is in favorite comfort English. Alright. Therefore, I will show you some graphs. This is how the tensile testing is done by the instrument, and you have procured areas or not? Do you have areas? No. So, Kawabata evaluation system is good enough for measuring low stress mechanical properties under tensile, bending, shear, abrasion modes. Alright? So, we will also teach you in details. Next, all these properties are made into some primary hand values by some equation, and they use these primary hand values like Sari, Hari, Fukurami to calculate total hand value. So Kawabata made this invention. But you know the world is not unipolar. Some people are oriented towards east, some oriented west, some like inventions in US, some like British, some like Chinese, some like Indian. So there is no uniformity in the world, also in education research. So Kawabata evaluation system is very much liked, of course, by researchers everywhere, but still there is a reluctance to use it worldwide, especially in Australia and US. So they developed their more simplistic system known as fabric assurance by simple testing. Kawabata evaluation system is very expensive, very delicate, and lot of errors may happen due to climatic changes and not proper maintenance. Therefore, in industry, they use so-called fabric assurance by simple testing, developed by the CSIRO, Commonwealth Scientific Industrial Research Organization in Australia. You know, Australia is very important in textile science because they produce the biggest, highest amount of merino wool required by the whole world. So there exists another system called FAST, so gas. Then physiology. What kind of physiology happens to your clothing system? The environmental factors. Now tell me which environment. Today's discussion is only to understand the basics of what is meaning of comfort, not the technology inside and science, because that will be your curriculum to be taught by a professor that you want to teach it today itself. Now, what are the environmental conditions affecting your comfort? Are you comfortable in today's temperature? Now, what are the environmental conditions? It's a subjective question, so you cannot answer it completely, but relativistically, as compared to the month of June, today's temperature is more comfortable. I will tell, as compared to the temperature in Czech Republic on the street, this temperature is comfortable because this is room temperature, something around 20, 25 or say 28. Our bodies are comfortable at this temperature. So outside temperature influences our physiological comfort. The amount of sweat we generate and the humidity outside also influences our comfort. So if a football player is sweating heavily and the clothes doesn't evaporate the sweat immediately or effectively, it will be uncomfortable. So moisture transmission or moisture management, the air permeability, if the cloth is breathable, I think they have a picture or something. So thanks for coming. So see you some other time. All of you are going, okay? Alright. So probably I need to visit more frequently and discuss with you in short intervals, not in one day. So I am sorry for not coming earlier, but you have now some understanding of what I understand about water. Thank you. Please catch your bus. And if you have to run, thank me tomorrow because I will teach you some physical activities. Alright. Have a nice day. All the best. See you again. So, see, please go for your bus. Normally, I do not speak so much when I am teaching because I am told you finish and somebody else will teach after that. But because I am so overwhelmed with problems, I know I can possibly do this. Thank you very much. You can leave now. What else?
Sir, so we want to honor you with a moment of silence.
I am already honored by your presence and interest that you showed. Therefore, all this.